So, hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Drummer Boy Jones. I've got I'm not going to say a good friend of mine because I've met Tanner, I think a time or two before,
Yeah,
but
I think so.
yeah, I think so. I've seen him play a couple of times acoustically,
Mhm.
and a great new young talent that singer songwriter that's here from my hometown in Lafayette, Tennessee. I don't think he lives here anymore, but I know he's from here. So, Tanner Lowhorn, thank you for coming and hanging out with me, my bud.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries. So, I'll just sort of start like I do with everybody. If you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, what you want us to know, what you don't want us to know, just have at it, my friend.
So yeah, my name's Tanner Lowhorn. I was born and raised there in Lafayette. Uh, Lived there for 18 years. Went to UT Chattanooga
Okay.
for a couple of years right when I graduated high school.
Yeah.
And then transferred up to Western Kentucky University to finish college out.
Okay.
And started as an intern with a company here 2019, 2020.
Okay.
And started working with them full time and moved up here to Bowling Green. And that's about the time my music career got started too.
Right.
So I've always enjoyed music. I think I did my first karaoke contest when I was 5 or 6 years old.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
like I think it was at the fair back home.
Yeah.
Got started with that and then did those for a long time. And then finally it kind of fizzled out and didn't do anything for a while. And I would say drew a lot of inspiration from my uncle who lives in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
He came to town. I was a junior or senior in high school, came to town and he played guitar, sang songs and stuff. So
Okay. Now, is this your mom's brother?
it's my mom's sister's husband.
Okay. Got you.
So yeah, they came to town and he played music and brought a guitar and played. And I was 17 or 18 at the time. And I saw him do it. And I was like, I have got to start playing guitar because
Wow.
I picked it up from there and everything kind of took off.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive because I think the first time I seen you was, I don't know, I think it was a benefit or something. I believe you played at the coffee shop on the square. And I was like,
That sounds right.
yeah. And me and my friend was there, was selling records or whatever. And like, man, that guy's good. And so, I loved your voice. You had a powerful voice. A lot of people that sing don't have the power behind it. I'd have a good voice, but it doesn't have power. And that's one thing I noticed when you first started singing is like, he's got power behind his voice. And so that was awesome. And so, I mean, this would have been in 2020, 2021, somewhere.
Sounds right. Yeah.
So, wow, you've been playing for 2 years and you got up there and sung songs and played like you've been playing all your life. So that's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
That is cool. So, that's where I was going to go is when you started. But so, wow. Yeah. So, what got you? Okay. So I know, like you said, your uncle had an influence of you playing, but did you, like growing up, did you have a music bug or was you into music?
Long as I can remember, I have loved music.
Okay.
Like I said, I've started doing karaoke contests. I was probably 5 or 6. And I know I can remember being really little. And when I would get money, I would want to go buy CDs. Like that was, I love going and buying CDs and just sitting in my room and listening to CDs, even as a little kid.
Yeah.
And like I said, I always wanted to play guitar, and I tried it one time when I was younger and just didn't have the patience to sit down and do it.
Right.
But yeah, I've always loved it. And then I really, really got big into Eric Church.
Okay.
About the time I would say 10 or 11. And he was always one of my guys. And I love Eric Church.
Awesome.
But definitely one of my biggest inspirations.
Okay, cool. You're answering them before I can ask them. So good. That's where I was going is what was your inspirations or your, I don't like to say heroes or whatever, but who you looked up to, who got you in the mug. So that's cool. And so did you start just sort of learning well, cover songs, like just learning to play other people's songs, or did you just jump off in the deep end and say, I'm going to write a song?
So definitely didn't start writing from the get go. I wish I could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started with covers. It was a really slow process when I got started.
Yeah.
Uh, I got borrowed a guitar from somebody.
Yeah.
It was actually from Dad's brother. He had a guitar laying
Okay.
around. I borrowed his, and I think it was my second half of my senior year of high school. So I guess it was actually 2016 when I really started deciding this is when I'm going to learn to play guitar.
Okay.
And I sat down. All my sports had finished up at this point in high school, so I would come home from school. I'd sit down with a guitar, and I found a website called justinguitar.com.
Okay.
I remember it, and it was pretty much just laid out like super simple lessons, lesson one all the way through. I don't know how many.
Right.
Sit down for hours when I got home from school and just go through those lessons.
Just
And
learning your chords and
yeah, started. I think it was about 3 months before I actually thought, okay, let's try to play a song now.
yeah.
Just trying to memorize chords and get used to moving my fingers around the fretboard and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I would say I did that for practice like that for about 3 months. And then I think the first song I learned to play, oh, it was a Guns N' Roses song. I can't remember which one it was.
Now you're back into my league now.
Yeah, it was like 3 chords, D, A, G. I can't remember which one it was,
Yeah.
but that was the first one that I sat down, and it was I was strumming just on the downbeats, but
Yeah.
it was super cool to actually sit down and see the progress that I'd made after all that work.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And from there, yeah, I just played a lot of cover songs for a long time.
Yeah.
That was 2018. Um, I pretty much just did cover songs at home at that point for about 2 years, just practicing at home, and
Yeah.
then
Now did you graduate in 2018?
16.
2016. Okay.
Yeah.
You play football, right?
Yeah, I did.
I was saying I thought I remember you playing ball. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. That's super cool. That's which, I've been playing drums my entire life, but now I'm trying to learn.
There you go.
So because some of the old band guys will come over. A good friend of mine that's here with me now, over, and we'll sit around, and they would always start playing guitars, and we'd sit around and go through songs, on the back porch, cooking out or whatever. And I was like, I want at least to know 2 or 3 chords where I can at least strum with them. So
Yeah.
now I'm YouTubing, so I'm sort of at the stage that you was at where I've sort of learned all my chords, but I can't change them real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that once you can get through building up the calluses on your fingers, that's when it gets easy.
That's when it starts getting easy.
Yeah.
And that's so weird because I have calluses on my fingers, but it's from drums, so they're all in here. They're not on my so that's super awesome. I mean, man, I've gotten a lot to tell you. So you've been playing, and what's I find very impressive. So what is that? So you've been playing since 16, or you started in 2016?
Yeah.
So you're looking at what 9 years?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. That's very impressive. And so let's move over, if you don't care. So your songwriting. So you sort of started off as like you probably, like the rest of you started off playing cover songs, and to probably I've played in bars where there's been 100 people, and I've played in bars where there's been 2.
Yeah.
So I completely understand that. I completely understand that. But so when did you decide, hey, let me write a song? Or even as a drummer, I would write lyrics, didn't know chord changes or this or that, or I might go to the guys and say I want it to be like, and try to tell them how I wanted it. But so I always wrote lyrics, but I never could write music. So how did that happen? When did you decide, hey, I want to start writing songs?
Let's see. Like I said, I started playing 2016. Then I played covers, I guess, until think it was late 2019 when I wrote my first song.
Okay.
And I had tried for a while to get one written. And I don't know, you're probably the same way. I feel like most musicians are the same way. You, especially getting started, you write something and you're just super critical of yourself.
Yeah.
Everything you write, you're like, that is the dumbest sounding song I've ever heard.
Yeah, this
I
sucks.
don't know how many I tried to write where that was my mindset. And then finally
Right.
one night I sat down and was like, I'm just going to power through it.
Yeah.
No matter what I think about it, I'm going to write one start to finish.
Yeah.
So I sat down in one night and wrote one, and I actually really liked how it turned out. And I feel like once I wrote that one, like I think it was the very late 2019.
Okay.
Once I got one out of the way, it was like the floodgates open.
Here it comes.
Yeah. And for the better part of, I mean, the majority of 2020, which it really helped being, quarantined,
Yeah.
just inside all the time.
Yeah. Right.
It really made it easier to write songs.
Yeah.
But I would say for the next 2 to 3 years, I was just writing a ton of songs. They were coming out like crazy. And in that time frame, I probably got out close to 100 to 120 songs.
Wow. That's awesome.
Which there's plenty of them looking back now that are no good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But even some of them I write today, I finish it and I'm like, that's not where
Well, and then probably in 4 or 5 years, you might look at it again and go, I think I can still do something with this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, all right. So wow, 100 and something songs. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was probably knocking out 1 to 2 songs a week.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, did you self-record them at home or on your iPhone or?
Yeah, I've got a voice memo for every one of them.
That is awesome.
I would finish one, then I'd be like, okay, let's get a voice memo of it. That way I know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Or revisit it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I've got all of those.
That's great. That's awesome because there's so many that we would do back in the day that if, of course, back in the day, we didn't have cell phones, we would push record on a jam box and it sounded like crap. And, but of course it was a whole band trying to go through it and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
That's super awesome. So did I read correctly? Which I know you're doing singer-songwriters, doing gigs and stuff like that now, but did you do the Bluebird?
I did, yeah. I've been lucky enough to play at the Bluebird twice. So
very impressive. Very impressive.
First time I played there, I thought this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And then I got to play there a second time and I was like, wow, this is awesome.
That's super cool.
And it's really great because Jeff Hudson.
Yeah, absolutely.
I grew up, me and Matt, his son.
Yeah.
We were always best friends growing up.
Okay.
Jeff would always have extra tickets for his family, and Matt would always go. And more often than not, if they had one extra one, Matt would be like, "Hey, you want to come with us to the Bluebird?"
Yeah.
So I don't know how many times between middle school and high school I went with them to the Bluebird and watched their shows.
Yeah, because I
can remember thinking like, it would be so cool to be up there.
Yeah.
Playing as a songwriter at the Bluebird.
Yeah. I mean, all your greats have played there, especially songwriters, but I know even your artists, I know Garth and even Steven Tyler's played on that stage from Aerosmith.
Spot open up. And he was kind enough to reach out to me and say, hey, we've got an open spot on our writers round at the Bluebird. So why don't you come and play some songs with us?
So, how many live shows did you played at that time?
Oh, let's see. I think that was in 21. So I had been playing live shows for a little over a year.
That's still pretty intimidating, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. And definitely none of the venues I had been at were even close to being on the tier of the Bluebird. So
yeah,
it was a big deal. And then so I got to go play there. I played a full writers round that night.
Okay.
Great experience. And then the second time I got to play at the Bluebird, they have a songwriting contest once a month. It's called the Bluebird Golden Pick Contest.
Yeah.
So
I remember your mom posting about, because didn't you vote? I think I tried. Did we vote online?
I don't think you vote for it. They do a drawing at the end of every.
Okay.
So that may be what you're thinking about.
That might be, yeah.
But yeah, so once a month on Instagram, you can submit a video of an original song and, tag them and put certain hashtags in it. And then at the end of the month, they'll select a winner for the Bluebird Golden Pick contest for that month.
Yeah.
And you get to go down. Well, you win a Taylor guitar.
Wow.
Yeah, you get to go down to the Bluebird and perform 2 songs at their open mic night on a Monday night.
Okay.
And then you also get free tickets to another Bluebird show. And I got like a goodie bag that had an actual golden pick in it and a bunch of Bluebird stickers.
So you won that competition.
I did. I won it for, I think it was the month of July or August of 2021.
Fantastic. Did you get a guitar?
Yeah. I got a Taylor guitar and I got to go down and play the Bluebird for a second time. And then that was the other cool thing is, so all of your winners throughout the year, for each month, they'll put you in a drawing at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So if you win the contest, you win a Taylor Grand Theater guitar, which is kind of like their smaller auditorium style guitar or whatever.
You're right.
And all of your winners throughout the whole calendar year, they'll put all 12 people in a drawing to win a Taylor Grand Pacific, which is their, like, top of the line guitar.
That's the big boys, yeah.
And I actually was lucky enough. I got drawn to win the Taylor Grand Pacific.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my baby. It's Builder's Edition Grand Pacific. I keep it at home. I don't take it out a whole lot.
Take it out, yeah. But it sounds fantastic, right?
It was an awesome experience.
You just lay your fingers on it and it chords.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're right.
From it, and it's so loud and sound carries so well.
That's awesome.
Pick up my other guitars now and I'll play them, and I'm like, sounds good, but I'd rather play the other one.
Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. So, like I said, I've been following you on Facebook, and especially, well, let me rephrase that. I don't think I had followed you for a little while, but I always sort of followed through. Your mom's always reposting stuff, and that's where I was seeing that, and I was like, hey, I want to talk to him. So, so you're still doing, I know you're in a band, and we'll get to that here in just a few minutes. But so you're still doing your singer-songwriters. I noticed you're still playing a lot in Bowling Green.
Yeah, I've actually got this coming Monday night, August the 11th, I think.
Okay.
A writers round here in Bowling Green.
Okay.
It's at a brewery called the White Squirrel.
Okay.
They've got a writers round thing going up there that they try to do once a month now.
Cool. I would like to see. I'd like to come up there and see that. We go to Bowling Green quite a bit.
Yeah.
We go. I collect vinyl. I collect records. Yeah. So I'm always up there at either Melomats or
Hard Copies is in the mall. It's a really good spot.
Yeah. Yep. That one. And what's that other one we went to, Rod? It's on the square.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. We go up there some. And yeah. So, but my problem is when you play during the week, I'm old now, and so I'm in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Right.
But yeah, I see you do that. Is there any? Are you thinking about trying to still audition more in Nashville? Which I know you live in Bowling Green. I know your band's in Bowling Green. Are you still wanting to do both, singer, songwriter, band?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm still trying to do some solo acoustic shows, with the band. But a lot of those shows, especially around here, are just a lot of cover songs because it's a college town. So
right,
not a huge push for people wanting to hear originals in Bowling Green.
Yeah.
So to get my originals out, it's a lot easier to go down to Nashville and play writers rounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely trying to, and having a band, I feel like it helps to be able to go down to Nashville.
Yeah.
And push out some of the originals that we're putting out as a band, and say, here's the original that my band is putting out that we wrote together.
Yeah.
And it can help draw some attention to us too. So
absolutely.
I'm definitely trying to kind of walk the line between doing both of them.
That's great.
The problem with Nashville and the writers rounds down there is it's just it's so oversaturated with everybody trying to do the same thing. It's really hard to get down there and stand out.
Yeah.
And feel like you're playing to people that actually are really hearing what you're saying.
Absolutely. I completely agree, because I know when we started playing down there, and this is not about me by no means, but no matter where you played, no matter where you was at, no matter how good you think you are, there's somebody right in a bar right beside you that's 10 times better than you are.
Yeah.
And it's just a luck of the draw, right
It
place,
really is.
right
Yeah.
time. You know, and but that's, I mean, as long as you enjoy doing it,
Exactly.
who cares? You know,
Yeah.
we enjoyed it, and that's sort of the reason I've sort of got, you know, I'm in my 50s now, and uh playing live doesn't really interest me anymore.
Mhm.
So that's the reason I started this, because I
Yeah.
still love talking about music. I love
Uh,
talking about all kinds of music. I mean, I'm a rocker. Everybody knows I'm a rocker,
uh,
but I love talking to people with experiences like yourself, and I guess it sort of brings me back to when we sort of started too. You know,
yeah.
like what you're talking about is so fresh and new and exciting, and I'm like, I remember that. You know,
Yeah.
I remember,
Uh-huh.
and hopefully you'll go very, very far because. Um, I mean, we'll go into this next, but so I did hear your snippet of your new song with your
Uh-huh.
that I thought, you know, I don't lie to people. I promise you, I'd be like, it's pretty good, man.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was really, really, really good.
Thank you.
It reminded me, and maybe it's where I am a rocker, but it reminded me a lot of Blackberry Smoke.
Yeah.
It had an element of Southern rock,
Uh-huh.
country type lyrics, you know, and I thought he was great. I really
Yeah.
did.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go there. So how did you? I don't know if you started this or you joined this band. So tell me about your band, Podunk Holler, and
Yeah.
I'll put the links. I'll
Yeah.
get some links for you. Want me to put your
Great.
page on here, and I'll link your band's page on here too.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah. So we started up a band, Podunk Holler.
Great
Um,
name, by the way.
Thank you.
I
Uh,
love Podunk.
yeah, we did too.
I
Uh,
love that.
so we got it's kind of funny story how we got the name, but we'll get to it. The the way we got started up, I actually already knew the drummer pretty well, Todd Hogan. Um,
Okay.
I had interacted with him quite a bit, and so our drummer and lead guitarist, they were playing in a band together,
Okay.
um, and I opened up for them at a venue here in Bowling Green. I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago
Okay.
for one of the gigs in their previous band, and they played for a while and they had a really good thing going. But it's just one of those things where they kind of just split up and had
Yeah.
went their own ways, and so it had been a couple of years, and I don't know, it was probably early spring this year. Jacob Dockery, our lead guitarist, reached out to me and he said, "Hey, don't know if you'd be interested or not, but I play some guitar, so I could come out and play some guitar with you for shows."
Yeah.
Um, and I told him like, "Yeah, that would be great." And if you know anybody that would want to put a band together, like I'd been wanting to put a band together for a
Okay.
long time. I didn't really know enough people around here to kind of know how to start.
Yeah.
So he said at that point, "I think I know some people, so let me reach out." And that's when he reached out to Todd, our drummer, and I didn't even, like I said, realize that he was going to reach out to Todd because Todd had booked at some of the venues that I had been playing at. So
Okay.
I had talked to Todd quite a bit, and he had listened to me play. So he reached out to Todd and said, "Hey, what do you think about drumming and us getting this thing together?" So they got back with me, and it's like, if you want to do it, then let's give it a try. So I don't know, maybe a month or so after we all started talking, we were like, all right, let's go for it.
Yeah.
So we met up. We always practice at Todd's house. We met up at Todd's house for the first time. I guess our first practice has only been, what is it? It's August. I think it was in June.
Really?
First practice, yeah.
Wow.
It may have been late May, but it was late May or early June when
Yeah.
we first got together and had our first practice. And I think from that point we were like, okay, you know, we like what we've got here.
Yeah.
So we jumped quick on trying to find a bass player. and we got another guy named Todd
Okay.
Allen. So we got two Todds, but yeah, so we got him on board with us. And now we've got another guy that's going to do some guitar work, Logan Embry.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, we've got our first single. We actually put it together our first practice. It
Really?
was a song that I had written a few years ago,
Okay.
and we had kind of decided at that point that we didn't want to just be a cover band. We wanted to put out original music.
Original material.
Yeah, really push our own sound.
That's
And
cool.
they knew that I had written a lot of stuff, so I kind of pitched some of the songs that I thought would be a fit for the sound we were going for.
Yeah.
And what you said, Blackberry Smoke, like that's definitely the sound we're wanting to get. We
Yeah.
saw a lot of inspiration from like Whiskey Myers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Treaty Oak Revival is
Yeah.
a newer band that we
Okay.
really like a lot. But that Southern rock sound is really what we were like, this is kind of what we want to go for.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, y'all, and to me, I mean, you nailed it. I mean, that's the first thing I thought was like very, and like I said, I'm not, I don't listen to a lot of country, but I mean, I do, I know people, but yeah, when I first heard it, I thought Blackberry Smoke. That's what it sounded. I mean, not saying it sounds just like you're copying them, but it just had that feel.
Yeah. We wanted something that a crowd's going to get into.
Yeah,
they're going to have a good time listening to.
Yeah,
we can kind of interact and have a fun shows.
Yeah, yeah,
and, something like that. But yeah, so I pitched that song to him called "Tell Me."
Yeah,
they both heard it, and from the first practice, we kind of ran with that and was like, "This is going to be our first single." But yeah, so first practice, and we were like, "We got to come up with a band name." And Todd, our drummer Todd, was like, "I want something that's like podunk." Just using the term, I want something that sounds like a podunk band name, something kind of hillbilly, Southern.
Yeah.
He said, I want the word holler to be in it. And we had threw a bunch of ideas out there for the majority of the afternoon. I don't remember. We tried all kinds of different stuff. And I was like, what about just Podunk Holler? And from that moment, it stuck. So
yeah, I like it. I think it's great. And I mean, I have people that watch this that is from out of state, and from other places, and so to give you a perception. So we live in Nashville, or outskirts of Nashville. I always tell everybody Nashville, but so where he's at is in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is 60 miles north, maybe.
Yeah, it's right at an hour, just directly north of Nashville.
So it's he's in Kentucky, but it's about an hour north of Nashville over the Kentucky line. And so are you guys going to try to play when you guys do play? Well, let me ask you, have you guys played a live show yet?
We have not. Our first live show is scheduled for September the 20th.
Okay.
Here in Bowling Green at a place called LB's Bar and Grill.
Okay.
LB's Bar. LB's is what we call it.
Yeah, I've seen you posting about that place. I've never. We played some shows up in Bowling Green before, but I don't think none of them's there.
It's a new place. It just opened up this year, I believe.
Okay.
So it's fairly new. But yeah, September 20th, 8 p.m. is going to be our first show there at LB's.
Cool.
And then
is that a weeknight or weekend?
It is. I think it's a Saturday. It might be a Friday.
Good. Maybe that's one I might be able to get to then.
Yeah. We're expecting a pretty big turnout.
Good. That's great. So are you going to play all originals? Or
we're at the moment we've got I think we're planning to have 5 or 6 originals ready to play, and then some covers to fill some time into. Just we want to play some covers, to help build up a fan base to where they learn our originals.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. That's what I was wondering, if y'all was playing like an hour show or was you there all night for 4 hours?
It's a 2-hour time slot. I think we've got an acoustic opener, Lane Shalofsky.
Okay.
Is the guy's name that's going to open for us, acoustic.
Okay.
I think he's going to play about a 30, 45 minute set, and then we're going to come finish the night out.
Yeah.
And I think we plan on having Tell Me, our first single, released. It's actually coming out August 22nd.
Okay. I wrote that date down. I did write that date down.
Yeah, so we're gonna have that one released that we can hopefully push
Yeah.
and have it ready to play. And
Yeah.
then we'll have around 5 other originals that we haven't released to anybody yet that we'll play there at the show.
Okay. So when you say released, are you guys going to upload iTunes, Spotify, all that
Yeah,
good stuff?
yeah, it's gonna be anywhere you can stream music.
You're going to put it there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. So I've got to tell this story, and so we had like, I can't remember the amount of streams we had between Spotify and Amazon, and I mean it was several. I mean it wasn't like hundreds of thousands or nothing, but between all of them, we had about, I don't know, upwards of over 1,000 streams or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a check for about 42 cents.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was like,
yeah.
I told my wife, I was like, we're going to get to retire now.
Yeah, I've got 4 originals released just under my name.
Okay.
That were some of my songs.
Awesome. Well, send me if you have it on your Facebook page, or send me if you want to take a snapshot of it and send it to me through Messenger or whatever. I'll be more willing to put it up and tell them to look for your name.
Okay, yeah, I will for sure.
Okay, because usually I record these and I probably won't edit for a day or two, so it probably won't be up for 2 or 3 days, 4 days, something like that. So, but yeah, I'd love to. And
I've been the same way. I got about the same amount of streams on all of mine, and realized how much money you make off the streams, and it's
like, a joke. Yeah. It's an absolute joke. You take your time to get copywritten and do all that stuff, and it's and everybody, and it's not a knock, but anybody and everybody can put songs up there, and more power to them. And we're one of those too. But I mean, it's just like all your friends or family, and you push it out to as many people, and you get excited, and then you're like, I mean, I was tickled to death with the amount of streams.
Yeah, I was.
And then you see the, but for the money, anyways. If you're in it for the money and being a musician, you're in the wrong business, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever got. Well, we did get paid when we do like cover shows at some bars and stuff like that. But if we played Nashville, Bowling Green, some of your bigger cities, it's an honor to play their places, so they're not going to pay you. They might give you a bar tab or something, but that's not it. But no, it's all good. I mean, that's the reason you do it. Is the love of it. And so that's awesome. So I will definitely post your band's page, your page, and if you, like I said, you can send me anything you want me to put up. Okay. Put any links to your personal downloads. Because I'd like to have them myself.
I'll get it all over to you.
So that'd be great. That would be fantastic. So, well, man, is there anything else you want to hit on? Is there anything coming up that you want us to know about? Like I said, are you going to do the route of releasing a single here, a single there, or a single there? Or are you going to try to release maybe 1 or 2 and then maybe drop an album's worth?
As of right now, I think we're going to try to just stick to singles.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been a big push in bands that just do singles now.
Yeah.
And get a lot more streams off of just one single every few weeks, because people just don't listen to albums like they used to.
They don't. And I do. I mean, that's my favorite thing. I like to experience the whole.
I love them too. I love when an artist that I love drops an album and I can wake up that morning and put it on play, and that's all I listen to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way.
There's a lot of people that don't see it that way, and they like to listen to one song and then move on.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna, especially getting started, just try to stick to releasing everything as a single.
Great. I see nothing wrong with that. Anytime you can get it out there. And so, are you guys doing it all by yourself, or do you have a producer, a mixer, master, or y'all just all?
We've been lucky enough. He's a mutual friend, kind of to all of us. His name's Jordan Centers.
Okay.
Super, super talented musician, and at this point, producer too. So He's got a trailer set up in Scottsville,
Oh, cool.
and he's got everything pretty much that you need to go record music.
Yeah.
And so we're almost finished with our second song, actually. So
Okay.
we've been down there working on, that's where we do it all.
Yeah.
And we've tracked everything with him, and he's kind of mastered it for us and mixed it all and done all of it.
Yeah, it takes care of
Yeah,
all
and
the
he
stuff.
does an awesome job. So
Great. Yeah, that little snip I heard it sounded good. It sounded very well mixed, and
yeah,
yeah, it was very good.
yeah, we love how it turned out.
Good. That's great. That's great. Well, Tanner, my friend, I appreciate you coming on and telling us your story,
Yeah,
and
man.
wish nothing but the best of luck. I
Thank
hope
you.
reach for the stars and do what you can do, and yeah, if you guys are playing on a Saturday night, so maybe, yeah, we might try to round up some of my guys and come.
Yeah, for sure. We've got that show, and then a week later on September 27th, we're playing at the Mint Gaming Hall in Franklin, Kentucky.
Okay. Yep. Know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we've got those two. Those are our two closest shows that we've got on the schedule for right now.
Great. Great. Yeah. Send me that stuff and I'll make sure it's posted up here and put links into whatever you want me to. And yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you, my friend.
It was a good time. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe once you get going and the band gets going, we might do maybe get one night when you guys are at practice or something, I might steal 30 minutes before you go on and talk to you guys.
I think we'd love to. I think that would be awesome.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love to. But everybody, thanks. Check out Tanner's Facebook pages, and I'll put links in, and check all of his stuff out. And if you get a chance and you're in Bowling Green, Kentucky, go check him out. It's going to be awesome. So once again, Tanner, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Mom and Dad, I said hello.
I'll tell them. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, my friend. And we will see all you guys next time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.